So I wanted to make a video, and been looking and looking and looking, and I haven't found anything on the internet about doing rivets manually with the punch and hammer. So I set this up. You got a little sketchy rig here, but it's working. So I'm gonna set this up and see if we can show how this works. See if we get this lined up. Hopefully that'll work. Probably gonna knock my phone over when I strike it, but maybe we'll get some. So first I start off and I get over on the edge on the inside here and I give it a little tap. I knew that was going to happen. And then I gotta reset it all up again. And I'm gonna go for this inside again and give it a nice tap. And reset it up again. And I'm gonna go for the side now. Try and give it a little tap. And give it a little look so you can see how it starts to spread this out. Where is it? Well, that is it. See, it's starting to spread this one out. You can see where I struck it in the back here, and then I struck it over on the side to try and spread each direction, north, south, east, west. We're gonna go again here. Maybe if I put something in front, it'll hold the camera up. I can't find anything. All right, so glasses back on. And we're gonna go and strike this outside time. Actually, now I gotta look again. No, see, now from striking, we've raised that head a little bit. So now I have to come back on this side and give it a little tap. Reset it back so it's flush. And I can reset up onto my rig, which there's my rig. I just clamped a little screw. You can see all the divots from doing this. So now set this back up, set this on here, and I'm gonna go for this upper corner that's lifted more than the rest. And found striking as it kind of slides off the side actually does a better job because it's pressing it outward. But I got it pretty much halfway lined up. I'll show this once I get a new one in there, but strike it, and sometimes I can just take this, hammer it, and it'll reset it the other side flush again. And do this inside again. Pinch my finger a little bit. Do this one. And I'm just slowly working the metal of the rivet around into like a mushroom shape, flattening it out so that it takes that mushroom shape and flattens out. And get it right on the edge here. Maybe take a look now. As you can see, it's actually flattened out a lot more. We've still got some space that we got to take care of. Which one is it? This one. Too much light. We got that space underneath it, so we got to keep flattening it. And see, so then come back again, and I just stop it. Nope. We keep going and going and going. Get that right on there, and I just keep going around like this until I get it flat. Sometimes give it a tap just to make sure it's rooted. A lot of hand hitting, a lot of pinching fingers, but still old school. moving around. I tried a million ways to clamp it to this vise, but I just can't really clamp it. I did the bigger ones on an angle. They would actually, the edge of the anvil part of this would actually fit right into the curve here and hold the back of, so I could strike it. But still, that was moving all around too. I know there's many better ways to do this, but most people use a press, or they actually get the tool to do it. But my grandfather used to do sheet metal. He did this ducks on the Sears Tower, drew them all up and everything. And he taught me that with this one little punch and a hammer, you could change the world. So now we got this getting down there. So now it's going to start taking more. Back down again. Sweating like crazy. Hot out. And you guys been watching me, huh? Turn it back down again, maybe. Let's see. And we're getting really close now. It's starting to form to the side here. And then you got to watch here, because this is where it gets tricky, and you have to keep making sure that this is down. And you got it nice and flush on the opposite side. A couple taps do it. It sends it right back up. I'm going to keep tapping this. Right on down. But I looked all over and I could not find any videos about this. And you find a couple machines that do it. They're for sale. They'll show how they do the punch and stuff like that. But nobody ever shows it with the actual punch and hammer, the old way that they used to do it before they started making the machines. Or maybe probably had the machines, but still, some people just like to do this. There's probably somebody that can do this way better than me, better setups. Some people put a dimple in their anvil so that they can sit the back of the rivet on. And we're moving again. Getting this really close now, though. Starting to really flatten out this head. The strength comes from the rivet being flush inside the hole. I'm having trouble here because some of these holes that were already drilled on here were too big for this tiny rivet. They worked for the larger rivets that came with the Sprocket, but they don't work for these smaller ones because you need all that flush touching around on the inside. The top is just like an anchor to hold it in place. So it can be it doesn't really matter how it looks on the top. All we're really worried about is it getting inside there and holding that in there. Slippy. And these phone cases never hold. I like to move around, but now I'm getting real close to the end here, so another tap, see how much it comes up, and I'm going right to this edge to get this edge to flatten down. I don't know, I just haven't seen any videos or any information on this, and I thought maybe once I do this, other people will start doing it, and we can get some real good information going. Lost to time, you know. You talk about it in the forums and stuff, they may show some pictures and stuff, but there's no actual video of somebody doing this, so. And I'm a hot mess. Yeah, dying out here. I should bring a fan out, but used to the heat. So here we go. I'm pretty much got this one enough to where the lip is down all the way around. And now I think I'm Is this down all the way? And we can take a look here again now. And you can see on this head here how it's just barely raised up. Better shot here. You can see that it's not completely flush down. So we got some more hitting to do. Let me take a look from this side maybe. And this one here. And you can see how this side is pretty much down. And focus. It's a lot of fun though doing it the old way, you know. I'm doing this for my 77 Ironhead, a new Sprocket. And I don't have the machine, or the tool, so I have to do it this way. And I like it this way, to go through what they've gone through. I'm just keeping the bike running, so a lot of this stuff I've had to do over and over, keeping going. And strike this a couple more times here. It doesn't take much. You can go with little hits, but it's going to take more time. The harder you can actually hit it, it's going to flatten it out more. Also getting it on that angle. Now notice I've got kind of an angle to this because it's taking that muscle shape a little bit. So it's kind of hard up against the wall, but making it work. Yeah. We'll see. Maybe some people will start taking and give us some better pointers. I don't know. You know. I just wanted to put something out there to hopefully get the information moving. And my grandpa taught me how to, so go ahead and do this. I think we got this one pretty good. Let's see. This side is down over here, but this side is still raised, so I need to strike it over here some more. And looks like I only got a couple more strikes before I have to reset up this whole process. Try and get right on this edge here. Good strike. Get up over here. Good strike. Now that was a nice strike. Yeah. Now we got really flush over here. So this backside is really giving trouble. So I go on the quarter instead of straight behind and give it a couple shots there. Now it's really down in there good. All right. There we go. And oh yeah, that's real good in there. So now we got it's really nice and flush in here. Oh jeez, stupid sun. Little lighting in here. And if I turn my light on, we can get some better lighting. You can see how it's pretty flush all the way down and around. Some focus in here. It looks like it's sticking up, but it's so mushroomed that it's really not going to move around in there. It might get some vibration over time. They were saying on forums and stuff like that, you can do this anyway, and it's going to come apart after a few thousand miles. So let's see how long this lasts. It's already come apart on me twice trying to use the bolt and nut method. That doesn't really work that well. Let me put a new one in here, and then we can give a visual at least of where I'm striking it. Now these other holes, I had to re-drill some of these, so I got to take this, put it down in there, and give it a little strike to center it down in the hole. Take it bag. So now I come over here, I put this on right on the back of that, and I'm taking this now. Here we have this head here, and I'm just lipping it right there. Oops, there it is. See, I'm getting off on the side, and I go around the whole thing, strike. I strike it back here, but it still it takes a half, so you have to get, in the end, you're gonna have to get this quarter and then get this quarter because it's up against this wall here. But hopefully this will help. I don't know. I've been doing it for a while. I did the ratchet plate. I tried to do the brakes. I couldn't really do it on the curve. I couldn't find a way to set it up. The ratchet plate went real well. Had them in there, and it's been in there for maybe 10,000 miles now. So, working great. Even through, you know, the hiccups when the kicker jumps back at you and it sounds like it's, but it's still working good. And hit it there, hit there, hit there, hit there, hit there. I'm using this old punch here. Sometimes I'll turn it upside down, give it a good strike on there. But the idea is to flare it out. So hopefully this will help with some people. They're wondering how to do it because they just want to do it or whatnot. Don't have the tool machine. Don't have to you go to the store. I just like doing it myself, but that's pretty much how you do these rivets. Hopefully it'll help. Thanks much.